I'm still about 20 days away from getting my R6 Daji, but even at R5, she is the best unit that you can use in Desolate lands. So for Shadow Glow, the first person that I saw using this team is actually this guy right here, Only Wangs. He runs Jinchu because it's just for the attack lead, and because he is wind typing. I went with Ahmed instead. I am running a lower attack lead, but it's just as good if not better, because Ahmed also provides me with the supporting song, which gives me 4% base attack and speed to my Daji. And I've built him with defense, defense, and defense. Also with the AJ set to help my Tever survive. And the reason why I give him defense, 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 because I don't want him to heal that much. I want his heal to go all towards Daji so that she can get most of the supporting songs from my Ahmed right here. So the sets are Daji on crit damage, thunder set, crit damage, attack, and speed. You want her to be on a lot of speed because you want her to take as many turns as possible. You cannot replace Kalmas in this team. Sorry, you can, but your score will be a lot lower. The reason to it is because his R2 is when his HP below 50%, allies damage plus 80%. This is permanent. Even if he dies, this buff will be on your allies at all times. And then Tever will be on thunder set, crit damage, attack, and attack. No speed if possible, give him 0 speed. And then Shuanpin also give her 0 speed on the harmony set, as tanky as possible, HP, HP, and HP or HP, HP defense with, again, 0 speed. If you have Shuanpin's Divinate, it will be a lot better. And then lastly, Ollie will be on crit damage, attack, attack with 0 speed as well. Yeah, it's guaranteed to get EX++. I think my highest is 69 million. Hopefully we can break that one. Okay, there we go, 68 million, not bad. Alright, I'll show you the 68 million score. And I'll show you why, if you have Shuanpin's Divinate, it's going to be a lot better. Shuanpin's Divinate is that whenever she casts her... or whenever she gets a turn, she gives one of your ally the soldier buff. And the reason it's very important for this team specifically is because you want your Daji, during the multiplier phase, you want her to get the chariot buff. So your Daji will die turn 1, but it doesn't matter because you have Ollie. Ollie will save him, will save her, and also your Kalmas will also die in turn 1. Your Ahmed will die on turn 2, and then when he dies, he will use the S3. Most of his supporting song will go to Daji. That way your Daji will get boosted even more. And your Tever, you need him to be a little bit tankier so that he doesn't die on this phase right here. He will die on the multiplier phase. He will do his S3 nuke, and then his job is done. So in this phase right here, you will clear it with 18 times multiplier, and then when the boss gets his turn, during the multiplier phase, your Tever will die, and then your Daji will also die. But since you have Ollie, the boss resets Ollie's passive, he saves Daji, and then yeah, your Tever gets an instant turn because he dies due to Daji's funeral rite strikes. And then at this point on, your Daji will just keep on spamming. There we go. Take a look at the damage, 708,000. She keeps on spamming it again, 708,000 again. Look at that insane damage. And yeah, the reason why she keeps on spamming her S3 is because if she cannot land the debuff, she resets the S3 cooldown, right? And then your Ollie will be the last one alive, giving you a guaranteed EX++. Look at that damage, 51 million by herself. Tever is only there for that one nuke during the multiplier phase, and then he's done for. The average of this team is insane. My best so far is 61 million. It is very reso heavy if you want to try to run this team. Your Daji needs to be at least R2 for this to go insane score. But aside from Daji's resos, it doesn't really matter. Tever's resos also matter a little bit, especially the R2, so that you can pump everything into his attack and crit damage, not worrying about his crit rate. But aside from those resos, it's not really that important. Now for Shadow Gale, I'm also using Daji. You don't need her to be at R6, you don't need her to be at R2, but more resos on her does help because it will give her more stats. This is the runes that I'm running. Shuanpin on the Harmony set as fast as possible. Clara on the Ocean set also as fast as possible. And then Asenath as fast as possible on the Ocean set. Also Sachiko, Ocean, fast as possible. And then Chloe will be on the Thunder set, crit damage, attack, and attack. I can even lower the crit rate as well. Alright, I've lowered my crit rate on my Chloe a little bit and give her more crit damage and attack and speed. She only needs plus 45% crit rate because you're gonna get the crit rate buff from Sachiko, and then you have type advantage, which means you'll get an additional 15% crit rate. And then Daji will also be on the Thunder set, crit damage, attack, and speed. Also, again, give her as much speed as possible. I can also lower her crit rate, which I'll do that as well. Okay, I've upgraded my Daji a little bit. She has a lot more crit damage and a little bit faster, I think. This team is also, I think, guaranteed EX++. There we go. I think my highest with this team was 60 million something. And Daji just does insane damage. Her S3 has no cooldown. It does around like 200,000, I think. But the run does take a very long time. So if you want to auto it, there we go, 67 million. That's insane. So if you want to auto it and leave it in the background, it's gonna take a while. So it's best to just blitz it. Look, Daji is doing 249,000 without the chariot buff. Once she gets the chariot buff, you'll see how much she does with her S3. So we got 67 million with only 16 times multiplier. It's very hard for this team to get times 18 multiplier because you're running Chloe. Chloe is extremely slow. So most of the time she will have at least one debuff on her. Okay, this is not with chariot buff and she's doing 294,000. Oh, look at this. Chloe has the cannon buff. How much is she doing? 1 million. Chloe did 1 million with that S3 because she had the cannon buff. Okay, that was 382,000. That's the reason why Daji plus the chariot buff is just insanely OP. She gets speed from it, 50% speed. There we go, another 250,000. So 50% speed and the 10% overall attack is just crazy on Daji. Her S3 does way too much damage. Look at that. 292k again. Now the damage, look at that. She's doing more damage than Chloe as well. 35 million. Chloe's doing 30 million. Because her S3 doesn't have any cooldown. Even though Chloe did like 1 million with her S3 alone just now. And the rest of the shadow bosses, you can't really use her unless you want to go for normal mode. And look at this. The high score I got for normal mode Shadow Fire is 129 million. And then for Shadow Stream is 112. Alright, let's try it just for fun. For Shadow Fire, I'm doing the normal mode. Using Era for the turn boosting. And then I have Chu Yao to also boost my Tever. Liam also to boost Tever. And then I have my Shen Pin on defense, and speed. Actually, I changed my mind. My Liam will be on the Harmony set. And then Tever will actually be on Thunder set this time because two of the Espers are already providing assist for Tever. And then my Daji will be on Thunder set, as much attack, crit damage, and speed as possible. This is the normal mode, so you're probably not going to be farming this or using this team because you can't be using Daji in the hard mode, right? I just want to see if I can break my high score of 129 million, I think. This team does not have any tankiness, so I doubt I can break the high score. One of my units probably died right here because I'm only getting 63 million score, 67. Okay, I think I do need a healer. Alright, I forgot about Feng Shun. He's going to be my healer for the team and also AP pusher as well. Now, let's see if I can break my high score. There we go, 133 million. 140 million? What in the hell? What is that, 43 million? Okay, one of my units died. 146 million? What in the hell? 151 million? What the hell? I think I can probably reach like 200 million if I had like R6 Tever. Because R6 Tever will pursue non-stop, right? Back then, it was hard to get even 10 million in the normal mode to get the EX++. Now in normal mode, we're reaching 151 million. What a crazy number. Clearing the edge shouldn't be a problem because I have Chu Yao for the AoE attacks. I also have Feng Shun for the AoE attacks. And all of the AoE attacks will also do true damage because of Daji. So times 18 is pretty much guaranteed with this team. We're already at 6.4 million without even the multiplier phase. 150 million, that should be like 6 million score in the multiplier phase. We're already at 1 million and the boss is at 0 AP. What the hell? Because I'm power boosting Tever as well. But the crazy thing is, I'm power boosting Tever this much, and I think Daji does more damage than my Tever right here. Because her S3 does, what, 400, 500,000? And then Tever on Pursuits does about 200 to 100 to 200,000. We're already at 2 million score. Yeah, take a look at Daji's damage. 407,000 with her S3 nuke. With no cooldown, by the way. 4.5 million. And the boss is a little over halfway in the AP bar. Wow. We're at 7 million right now and it's still going. 7.3 million. What the hell? 8 million, I think we're gonna reach. I think we're gonna reach 8 million if my Liam and Fushi gets a turn. Feng Shun, sorry. Yeah, we reached 8 million. What the hell? Alright, let's take a look at the damage real quick. My bet is Daji did more damage than Tever. Okay, never mind. But this team is centered around Tever. I have Chu Yao and Liam to completely power boost Tever. And yet, still Daji does almost as much as Tever. 52 million compared to Tever with 72 million. So yeah, Feng Shun is also doing pretty crazy damage. 16 million. If you guys want to copy the build, here it is. Again, this is normal mode for Shadow Fire because you can't use Daji in the hard mode. She will get petrified forever. That's Daji on Desolate Lens. She's OP as hell. She's the best Desolate Lens unit because her S3 has no cooldown. She does her nuke every single turn. Depending on what boss you're fighting up against, her S3 does about 400,000 to even 700,000 if you're going up against Shadow Glow. With no cooldown, right? So yeah, ciao.